Well, welcome to this week's Inner Circle call. I'm really excited about these next 2 weeks. We're breaking up a strategy into two parts, and really excited about what this is going to do for your position in the marketplace, but also bringing in inbound leads. So the problem we got is this: we've been told content is king. So what do? We write one blog, or we have great intentions and we post it out there, or maybe on LinkedIn, or maybe we post it on our own blog, and then what happens? Nothing happens generally. We might get a little trickle, but not enough to actually change our business and become a key pillar in our marketing, a key pillar in our client development. And the reason why is there's so much content out there, it's just noise. It's noise. We've been told if you write content, yes, it's better than nothing, but when you create an entire strategy around it, automate it, distribute content every hour, runs in the background, set up once, you completely decimate your competition. Key word: consistency. That's why we've got tools such as webinars, and then we've got the automation tools and autoresponders and so forth. But it's noise. The content we write in recruitment is just generally noise, because every recruitment company is sort of getting onto it, but no one's doing it strategically, or very few are doing it strategically. Second, we're all doing the same. We're all writing the same sort of content. Top 10 interview tips. How to hire the best staff, how to retain the best staff. Now, in some cases, that's what you should be referencing, absolutely. That gives you expert status in recruitment. And we're going to come to two different types of content in a second. But most recruiters write exactly the same sort of content, feel they're moving somewhere because they've done something and they're happy with that. The reality is, when you're on the other side of the fence, it's all just the same to your client, to your candidate. We haven't hit a true pain point. Next, we think doing a one-off is better than nothing. We have a little bit of pride about ourselves. I've written some content, I've written my blog, done it, that's my month done now. Everyone else is doing that. And it's actually a myth that you're going to create reams of leads and positioning from just writing the article. Absolutely not. Next, we're not strategic with our distribution. See, we're not in that, what's the film called with is it Kevin Costner, Build It and They Will Come? I can't remember what it's called now. We see out there, if you write a blog, they're going to come to you. It doesn't work that way. We need to be strategic with our distribution. You don't need to be signed up to 50 different social media sites. You don't need to have a dozen different social media accounts and different ways of doing this. As I mentioned, in our money map, we focus on one key channel, we get it converting, and then we can scale. We can open the next channel. So you don't need to go overboard, but you need to be strategic with what you're doing. We're going to come to that and give you the exact steps on how to do that. What happens? We do it ourselves. We write the content ourselves, and when you write it yourselves, we get frustrated. We've all got our own. Some of us love writing. I actually detest writing for various reasons. It's not my skill, and so we do it ourselves, and we get frustrated. We're not happy with it. We may not even publish it because we're not happy with it. But it just generally causes frustration. Next, we're doing it manually. So we write the content, we write it ourselves, we might sit there and we have a good couple of hours, content's done, and then how do we distribute it? We do it manually. We might post it on our LinkedIn status update, we might post it to a couple of groups, we might send it out to our email list. It's done once. It's done once. How about if you published it 24 hours a day, every hour, to millions who are in your niche? It's going to be a different ball game. And because we do it manually, we run out of time. We run out of time, and because we get that frustration, and we've all been there, we then see minimal results, and so what happens? We stop. We stop. And so we actually don't get to the point of actually seeing the results. And it's an old framework of could have, should have, would have. And so we need strategies that support us. Our job is not to be writing content. Our job is not to spend hours writing content. Our job is not to spend time manually posting across different channels. Say most of these things you want to be removing out of your domain now. So I'm going to take you through the steps that means that this entire process can be taken out of your domain. You manage the process. And for those of you who are now documenting your strategies, or documenting your internal processes using the likes of Suite Process, then this is one should be straight into your bucket. So, what's the solution? The solution is this. Number one, truly get inside your prospect's mind. I mean truly get inside your prospect's mind. Your prospects probably don't lie awake at night thinking, God, I wish my top 10 interview tips folder would fill up tomorrow. Or I'd really love to know how to retain more clients, or retain more staff rather. These aren't necessarily going to be the things that really motivate them. Now we're in a environment of noise, so your content, if it's going to be the same as everyone else, it needs to be world class and really consistent in huge numbers. But even better, if you can get content that is really inside your prospect's mind, and it has to be relevant. Number 2, you need to know what an authority is in your marketplace. So an authority in your marketplace is someone who knows a subject matter, understands subject matter. Now you're a recruiter, you're not expected to know, I'm not sure if we got Mark on the call today, but I'm not sure whether you know everything you need to know about Oracle. I'm not sure whether you actually know that. You don't need to know everything about that, but you need to demonstrate you are an authority in this niche. Remember, most clients don't trust us. Most candidates feel like a piece of meat. You need to demonstrate your authority. Authority is about the subject. It's not about recruitment. The recruitment piece is being the expert, and they're two different channels, and we're going to come to each of those in a second. Number 3, you need to create relevant to them content. So if you don't get inside their mind, your content is pretty much redundant. So you could publish content, you could use the tools we're going to show you. If you get that first bit wrong, you could publish 24 hours a day, every hour, to 50 groups of 20,000 in each group, and get nothing back, or very limited back. If you don't get inside their mind, it needs to be relevant to them, not to you. To them. Absolutely key. Number 4, you need to target your distribution strategy. You need to be laser focused about where you're targeting. And so you don't need to be setting up multitude of social media channels. In fact, pretty much all of you could focus just on one channel, and it'd be the same channel for all of you to apply the strategy. You don't need to be using many different tools. We used to use a tool for multiple social media channels called OnlyWire. You don't need that. You just need one focused tool. We're going to go through the exact steps that does this. But you need to know exactly where your clients hang out, exactly where your candidates hang out, and know exactly what drives them. So we're going to come to the actual identification of the channel and how to publish to it. Number 5, get started. It might sound like too simple, but again, if you don't apply it, that Parthenon with your agency, your 24/7 content, your Maven strategies, your webinars, you've got your niche summit, you've got your CV flow funnels. Each one of these, if you did just one of them a month, I mean learn one a month, completely different ball game. But if you're out in the marketplace once every 2 months, once every 3 months, just publishing a document or just doing one webinar, the analogy is, and we need to understand this, it's that ride at the park. You're giving it a push, and it's the hardest cycle, that first one, and then you're jumping off it. Hey there, so what do you think about that then? So the intent of that session was really just to let you understand that there are many companies like you in the same position. It's really just to let you understand that I get where you're at. So there's five key problems you might have there that you can relate to, and if you are, I completely empathise with what you are going through right now. But really what I want you to focus on is the outcome, to actually turn that around. So I've given you 5 key indicators and 5 key steps you might be able to move forward with. I've not given you templates, I've not given you the how-to, I've not given you the tools, I've not given you the overarching integrated strategy. It's only a quick video. But what we can do is this: we can jump on an agency growth action plan call, and on that call I will give you the how-to, and I will give you the steps, and I will give you the strategy. So on that call, what we can do is this. Before the call, I want you to just complete a couple of questions for me, so I've got some context, and then on the call we can do this. If you need clients, I'm going to give you 3 strategies specific to your niche that are going to help you get, not just attract and all that woo-woo, but actually get clients that are going to pay you in the next 30 days. So you actually get clients who are going to pay you. That's inbound clients coming to you saying, Mark, can we speak on Tuesday at 2 o'clock? Rachel, on Thursday, can we speak at 4 o'clock? Nigel, Monday, can we speak at 7 o'clock? So actually clients coming to you, I'm going to show you how to do that. Number 2, if you need candidates, I'm going to give you at least one inbound system, to get candidates. And not just any candidates, but the candidates you need to get paid. So if you're searching on job boards, they're the candidates you cannot place. They're the ones who are open to everyone else in the marketplace. There are those who are actually looking for roles. They're those who have been placed before and have been asked to leave the company. They're not the candidates you want. You want the candidates who are passive, as you know. And the third thing is, whether you're looking for automation, whether you're looking for inbound, whether you're looking for systemization, whether you're looking to scale, go from 100k to 500k, or go from 500k to a million, or whether you're starting up and looking to get to your first 200k, I'm going to give you that momentum. So I'm going to do that on an agency growth action plan. So look below, click the button below, schedule your call. There's just a handful of questions there, literally just a handful. Give me as much information as possible. We're going to get on that call, and then we're going to get into solution mode. So I look forward to speaking to you soon. The places are strictly only for those who are really serious about change. So as you can see, you've only got a handful of appointments there. So click the button below and really think about this. Are you looking to change your business now? Are you looking to really move from the old way of doing things to, I want inbound? Now, if you go to our website, you can go and check out dozens and dozens of case studies and all sorts of cool tools, strategies, webinars, all that cool stuff. But click the button below, schedule that call before they all go. I think we've got 5-6 appointments left, and then we'll get on to that 15-minute call, and let's knock this out of the park. So let's get on the agency growth action plan call, and we'll speak soon. Take care. Bye-bye.